Hey guys, welcome back to Aviassembly. Today we're going to be starting a brand new career mode yet again. Now we've already done 2 different career modes. The first one we didn't have any problems, we didn't have any limits or anything like that. It was just a normal playthrough where we did whatever we wanted. The second playthrough was where we only used prop only. It was so that we didn't use jet engines essentially, and honestly it went quite well. This playthrough, I want to do some sort of VTOL playthrough. It was suggested by a few of you guys to do that, so how about we start a brand new game, and that's what we go by. Alright, so we get our own little issues with this, but we're going to go ahead and try and do it straight away. So, we start with this cockpit right here. Let's go ahead and add ourselves a little bit of a pointy nose on the front, and I guess we'll do something on the back end as well, but there you go. So, that's pretty cool on the front. On the rear, we're going to go ahead and do this, and I guess we're going to go ahead and bring this to a bit of a point as well. In fact, if we bring it backwards a little bit more, that would be pretty awesome. Yeah, let's raise it up a little bit. That's cool. And let's actually have a tail on this thing, because I think that would look really awesome. There we go. Okay, so we have a tail section, we have a middle section, and we have a nose section, all of which are pretty cool. The thing is, currently it's not a VTOL. But if I shove an engine on the bottom, and we try and make it into a VTOL this way, I guess that would be pretty cool. So vertical takeoff and landing is what it stands for. We are going to be able to do sort of that. So let's hope for the best. All right, invert this. Let's go ahead and move it upwards. Just like so. I'm going to move it backwards. There we go. The pilot is sort of taken up by the engine, but that's fine. And we have 220 left over for, I guess, landing gear. It would be lovely if this actually fit, but unfortunately it doesn't really. Maybe if we did this. Ah, there we go. And if I do this on the back, then that engine will actually sit perfectly in the center. I think. Am I right? Yeah, look at that. That's pretty awesome. Let's see if this will actually work. So if we throttle up. Oh. Okay, right. Bit of an issue there. Slight bit of an issue. Okay, we need it to be pointing more forwards. Unfortunately, that's gonna mess with some things, but that's fine. Alright, why can't I angle it? What's going on here? Angle, please, sir! No, okay, 90 degrees is not what we want. Alright, it's gonna have to be like this. Unfortunately, it is gonna go through the ground a little bit, but hopefully that'll be fine. In fact, actually, no, we don't need to do that. We're going to leave that engine there. We're going to disconnect this guy. And we're going to throw it in the bin. We're going to disconnect these guys. And we're going to do this. Okay, now if I shove my landing gear on the front, that should be awesome. Yes. Okay, so we got vertical takeoff landing capabilities by this thing. And we have forward momentum done by this engine on the front. This one is going to be done by left shift. And this one's going to be done by spacebar. And I guess we'll do left shift and Z. Let's see what happens. Alright, so left shift to begin with and spacebar because we need to... Yeah, we need to take off vertically, remember? That is the main goal here. We're then going to shift this one back so we only use really our forward propeller. And that's all good. Do we have enough fuel to get us to the actual... to the next place? I think we do. I think we do. Let's try and use our vertical landing for this next bit. Okay, here we go. So we're coming in hot. We're coming in heavy. Alright, here we go. We're going down. Let's throttle up a little bit so that we can actually land. There we go. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but also not the best. Okay, so we're at the point now where we can actually load cargo, and the first cargo we have is medicine. It takes up 15 spaces, so we can only carry 1, which isn't good. And we need to then take off from here and fly to the next place. So let's say we wanted to take off. We go ahead and introduce some forward momentum, and then we do this. There we go. All right, that was a vertical takeoff. Just saying, it definitely was. And then once we're actually in the air, we can go ahead and throttle down the verticalness and speed up the forwardness, and this actually works fine. Yeah, there we go. It doesn't actually have to land vertically, but it does have to take off vertically. Or actually, maybe it just needs to be vertically capable. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know the rules for this one. Anyway, we've delivered. some medicine. There we go. Okay, 16 coins for our effort. Very nice. We still need to deliver one more. All right, I'm not doing that thing where I fly backwards and forwards, only delivering one of each, because that would suck. So, because we've got 93 remaining, what I'm going to do is detach this from the front, shove one of these guys on there, and shove that on there like that. Now we can carry 36. Excellent. You know what? Since I never do it, I'm going to go ahead and paint this thing in, like, what color is this? What color would you say that was? It looks like Patrick from SpongeBob a little bit. Anyway, let's go ahead and try this again. We're going to take off again with this, and we're going to see if we can get to the next place. Also, research. We don't get any scrap until we've done the first mission. Ah. All right, here we go. So throttle this one up. Yes. And throttle this one up as well. Excellent. Okay, throttle this one back. And throttle that one up. There we go. Yeah, we might need to actually throttle up to go over this hill. I'm not sure. Okay, I mean, it's working. We are in fact flying our flesh-colored VTOL. Yes. All right, if we can make it to this place, I'll be happy. Let's go ahead and cut the throttle for the lower one. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Turns out we need that because we don't have any wings. I actually thought that the under propeller would actually not make much sense on this, but here we go. Take it off vertically. It is sort of able to do it, but unfortunately, it's not like super powerful. All right, so we're gonna have to try and do this flight again. The thing is, I've actually used a bunch of my fuel just taking off vertically. So we're flying in sort of as fast as we can. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, we're coming in. We have no fuel. We're gonna blow up again. Okay. This is not great. All right, we've came in actually quite hot there, but that's fine. There we go. Reverse thrust on this one. I'm not gonna lie. The Z is really hard to actually throttle back. It really is. Anyway, we've refueled. We need to take 2 medicine. It's not really what we need, but there you go. We're gonna take off from here. Oh, awesome. And we're gonna fly to the next place. Yeah, fortunately it's not actually that far away. This is such a weird aircraft though. I'm so happy it's working. But the thing that we need is actually some wings. The fact that this thing has no wings is not great. It is really not great. Alright, there we go. Wheel load capacity apparently is not great on this thing. 29 coins. Excellent. I think it asks me for more, right? I'm not sure. Does it ask me for more? No, all the medicine is done. Deliver 2 small batteries. Oh, we can actually carry both. No way. Alright, let's get this thing turned around. And then we can fly straight back. Yeah, we really need those wings. Okay, throttle back. Throttle back, throttle back. There we go. Reload fuel. Take off. Let's go. I love that it takes off vertically. It's actually kind of cool. It's awesome. All right, zoom our way over here. We're going to throttle back on the forward momentum a little bit. Throttle back on the upward momentum a little bit as well. Pull ourselves around. There we go. As soon as we get like rotation joints and stuff like that, we're going to have a much better time with this. All right, we got 10 scrap and 25 coins. Oh, that means we can actually do some research. We can also actually add some wings to this as well. We could use even more batteries. 4 small batteries and 2 big ones. Yikes. Uh-oh, the earthquake's happening. Oh no, that's not good. That is not good. Holy. What was that? That seemed like an earthquake. Can you check around the island if people need help? I could do that after. Don't worry about that. You should visit the weather station to find out what's going on. I totally should. Okay, we're returning it to the airport. We're gonna go to research. I could get a better engine. I could also get a better wing. I wish it actually said on here how expensive these things were to buy. Because that would be great. That would be really good. Small balloon, air parachute. I don't need a parachute. Okay, let's go with this guy. And that'll be awesome. Yeah. We've got an extra fuel tank. How expensive are these fuel tanks? I don't think I'm going to be able to buy one. 100. Yeah, I can't even afford one. Okay, let's go ahead and get ourselves... Oh, I can only afford one wing. Alright, no wings. We're actually going to use these guys instead. They do generate a little bit of lift. 2 lift, but they also generate 6 drag, which is not great. Okay, but I can afford to put a good few of these guys on here. So let's trick them all in front of each other, just like so. And I'm sure that'll be fine. Alright, let's go ahead and paint these guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, this'll work. Alright, flesh-colored mobile, let's go! Here we go. It's kind of working a little bit like a stall at the minute, but that's okay. As long as we always have some sort of thing that kind of allows us to do vertical movement. That is what I'm going for. Uh-oh, we ran out of fuel. Do we have enough lift this time? Yes, we actually do. Unfortunately, we sort of run out of fuel quite often, so that's not great. Anyway, does this guy need more medicine now? No, but he will. I swear he will, so we're going to take some with us. Yeah, we are. Alright, refuel, load cargo, bam bam. There we go. Okay, now we're at this point in the video. I wanted to ask you guys a question. Do you think it is possible to do a VTOL only playthrough? I think it is. I feel like it's going to be kind of interesting. I feel like it's going to be kind of difficult, but I think we can do it. Leave a like on the video down below if you guys think we can. Here we go. Let's go, go, go. Get us in the air, please. Thank you. Very nice. Yes, and get us over there. Yeah. I can actually throttle back to about half on the lift throttle whilst we're in the air, and this still works. Realistically, I could turn it off if I if I had wings, but I do not have wings, so we can't do that. Ooh! All right, that was a terrible landing, but we did it. Okay, 3 medicine. Yes, I've already got 2. There we go. We get some money. Excellent. 1 more medicine. Okay, so these guys require 4 small batteries and 2 big ones. They also require 1 medicine here and 2 tools. So let's load 1, 2, 3. I can carry 3 of these. Let's go ahead and turn ourselves around. And then we can take these guys back. And then we can just keep going backwards and forwards with this stuff, I guess. Alright, here we go. We are zooming. Yes, throttle back on the lift engine. That's good. And we'll be fine. The thing is, I believe the lift engine is actually causing quite a bit of drag because of the way that it is positioned. But, I mean, it's working so far, so maybe that's okay. Who knows? Alright, throttle it back. Alright, okay. There we go. We did it. We totally did it. Okay, 24 coins, 1 small battery remaining. And then we need to deliver 1 more. Wait, is it 1 more medicine? Yeah, 1 medicine and 2 tools. Okay, load cargo. Bam. I'm actually going to take 2. I don't know why I'm taking 2. Look at how underpowered this thing is, by the way. Realistically, it can lift itself with this, but not when it's full. So, whenever you need to lift yourself, you need to use both propellers. I am going to go ahead and call it. This isn't really a VTOL, but we're trying. Okay, we're coming in for a landing. Here we go. Yes. Bosh. Excellent. I feel like at the start, you don't actually have enough fuel to, to build a proper VTOL anyway. But there we go. Nice. We're up to 100 coins. Excellent. Refuel. Okay. So, realistically, we need 2 tools here now. And we need 1 small battery and 2 big ones. Can I actually do 2 big ones? No. Oh, no. Yeah, that's not great. That is not great. Okay, guys, I delivered all of the small batteries that these guys need. So, what we need to do now is we need to deliver 2 big ones. Unfortunately, I don't think I can in this thing, so we need a redesign. Guys, our plane has no it has no landing gear, but we have 2 vertically engines. What am I saying? It has 2 vertically engines. So, let's go ahead and throttle this up. Let's get ourselves in the sky. Wait. They're not inverted, so they were just trying to drag us down. Okay, let's go ahead and invert our engines, and then let's try and take off. Invert, yes. Let's go ahead and invert this as well. Wait, the mirroring actually works now. Hey, would you look at that? Alright, let's go ahead and try and take off. Alright, so throttle these guys up. Oh boy. Oh, boy. Okay. Right, yep, they do... they do work. Alright, provide a tiny bit of forward momentum and then throttle these guys up. Alright, cool. Yes. Here we go. This is a VTOL. Unfortunately for us, this VTOL can't actually make it out of spawn, can it? No. No, it cannot. This cannot fly. Even to the first place. This is bad. No. Okay, what that means is we need a complete rethink as to how this is gonna work. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna give it a go. So, I need to essentially zoom this guy downwards towards the floor until we have 55 space. No, actually, just 50 space is all we need, so let's do this. Okay, what we're gonna do there is we're gonna paint this guy this color. Alright, so far so good. From there, we need to get ourselves some engines that will boost us upwards into the sky. So we're gonna shove this one at this end. Like this, I guess? Yeah, sure. We're gonna shove another one actually right next to it, and we're gonna move that to the other end. Kind of like that. And then we're gonna invert them. So invert, invert, very nice. So far, so good. And then we need some wings of some sort. So we're gonna shove that guy on there like so. Flip it over, because it's currently the wrong direction, and then paint it. Yes! Okay. So far, so good! Yes, this is normal. From there, I guess what I might be able to do is add a fuel tank, just so that we might be able to actually make it to where we need to get to. Realistically, I can actually afford 2, so let's go ahead and grab these guys and shove them in. There we go. Alright, let's spot it in and just see what happens. Alright, so we are upright, as you guys can see. Vertical takeoff is happening. I have no control. Alright guys, I've got it in the air, and we are technically flying. The thing is, I can't actually pitch this thing forwards. It's not actually allowing me to pitch it forwards. Now, I've already turned off the flight assist in the settings, so it's kind of weird, but this, I mean, uh-oh. Don't do that to me, game. Jeez. It is kind of working. It is actually kind of working. Now, I didn't expect this to work whatsoever, but look at us go. We are way too high right now. Let's dive. Okay. So diving does actually point us forwards. We're going too fast down. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay. As long as we got a little bit of fuel as we get to the bottom. Dodge that tree. We can actually land vertically. Not quite. Okay. Okay, as soon as we get enough money for landing gear, though, we totally could. Okay. So it does fly somewhat okay. We need to return it to the base, though. Because although it flies fine, it's got some issues. I feel like if we point this slightly more forwards, let's not snap it 90 degrees, but just a little bit. There we go. Then maybe we'll stand more of a chance. Alright, let's try it again. So, you gotta go kind of slow to begin with. Alright. Oh yeah, now we get forward momentum even more. But we can't go really fast forwards. Oh man, I mean, it's sort of working a lot better than it was. Yeah, it totally is. It totally is. This is awesome. Yeah. Okay, final thing that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna edit the plane, and I'm going to move these guys actually down to here. So, if I grab this one, we'll move it forwards to begin with, and down to there. Alright, main reason for this is actually to try and stabilize us on the ground. And because we don't have landing gear, this is what we're gonna have to use. Alright, yeah, that's fine. Okay, take off, let's go. Yes! Woohoo! Alright guys, we're getting very, very, very close to where we need to be here. Let's go ahead and throttle back. I don't know what throttle we need for actually landing this. It's around there. Alright, here we go. Landed. We ran out of fuel, but we landed. Oh, that's so good. Alright, what we gotta do though is see if it can pick up a big battery. So let's go get one. Okay, we made it over to where the big batteries are. I now need to land. I'm gonna have to get I'm gonna have to get better at landing, because that ain't it. I don't know if I'll be able to take off with this. Oh, it is 55! I thought it was just 50! Oh, no! Oh, this actually throws a huge spanner in the works, because I've used all of my money. Okay, I've gone with one of these, and then hopefully we can get 5. Not enough money! Oh, no! Alright, hold on, do it once. 53, okay, we have 4 left. Can I somehow get 4 out of this? That costs 6. We're at 53. We're at 53. No. No. I guess we can get rid of this. And then we can do that. There we go, 55. I mean, that's what we need. But unfortunately, without any wings, I guess it'll still work. I suppose. All right, oh, no, 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 no. Okay, what is even going on here? Edit plane. No, I don't want to edit the plane. What am I talking about? Yeah, we're just gonna have to, like, struggle as we go forwards, but that's fine. So, we're in the air, and we are, in fact, flying it. Yes! Okay, I think this'll do it. Wait, I'm actually able to fly it now from our base, our first area, past the hospital, straight over to the wind turbines. Getting rid of the drag actually helped out massively. Alright, low fuel, yep, I know. Alright, we're gonna have to, like... Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, that's how we're gonna have to land it for now, but that's fine. Take a big battery, restart me at this airport, and let's see. Let's see what happens. Alright, so we need to turn around. Fortunately, oh no, I don't know what's gonna happen here. I need to take off and then turn around, otherwise this happens. Yeah, restart me at that airport, please. Thank you. Okay, so, load cargo, bosh. Yeah, we might not even be able to get in the air with this cargo. Oh no, that's a lie. We totally can. Alright. Oh! Alright, restart. Refuel. Start me at this airport. We're gonna have to take off forwards and fly it somewhat normally. Alright, we've got our cargo. Let's go. The problem comes when I actually have to full throttle to move. Yeah. Once we get better engines, this will become less of a problem. But for right now, I don't think we're going to be able to use this. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, we got to keep it full throttle, otherwise we will fall out the sky. Keep it full throttle. Go, 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 go. Okay, yeah, we're almost there. We are almost there. Right, cut the throttle. This is how we're going to land it every time. Unfortunately, until we get landing gear anyway. There we go. And 82 coins. Nice. We just need one more. Fine. Alright, we had to restart at this airport. That's fine. Go, 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 go. Yes. Full throttle. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to get the other big battery. And we're going to get it back over here and just see how that goes. We're then going to have to deliver medicine to the other towns and stuff because they need it. But I think we can come up with some really cool VTOL designs as we continue with this, I feel. Alright? I feel like we can. Unfortunately, again, we are going to have to land like this every time. Which ain't great. But once we get landing gear, we can land normally. Okay, full throttle with our big old battery in. There we go. Twist ourselves around. Yeah, it only just gets itself into the sky. That's the thing. It really is struggling. Alright, we're gonna fly to there. Come on. Come on. Yeah, but once it is in the sky, and once the engines are actually running nice, it does fly actually pretty great. Yeah, I think if I messed with the angle of the rear engine a bit more, I feel like it would actually fly a little bit better as well. Alright, here we go. I've cut the throttle a little bit. Yeah, we're always gonna bounce. The fact that we have no landing gear is a problem. Okay, there we go. 153 coins. We can fix it now. Oh, they give us 15 scrap as well. Oh, yes. Okay, refuel. Let's take us back to base. Okay, so we can research things right now. What I want to research is actually rotation joints. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that, really, on the first island. Because we need the capacitors. No, resistors. For this to work. So, what we'll just do for right now is engine. Alright, we've unlocked a better engine. And I could unlock a wing. I'm going to unlock a rear wheel, actually. Okay, yeah, so we've unlocked rear wheels and wings. Wait, is that what I went for? No. And an engine. Yeah, we unlocked rear wheels and an engine. Okay, so how much does that cost? 300! It costs 300. Oh, okay. That's fine. We're not going to change the design very much whatsoever. What I'm going to do is attach this guy to here for now. If I rotate it forwards 90 degrees and I move it downwards a bunch to there, what we can then do is go to our rear wheels and chuck these on. But the thing is, that will only... No, that's not great. Unless we actually raise these guys up to be level with everything else. Okay. I know it's not going to be great in terms of... these guys are going to get hit by the propeller. That's fine. We're just going to go ahead and paint it the right color. And we're going to mind our own business. Okay? Alright, we've only got 13 left over, so this is fine. Let's do a flight and see what happens. Alright, okay. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. That is actually an issue. We need them to pretty much not touch the ground. They're gonna work like stabilizers rather than anything else. Oh, but if it tips us over every time, that's not great. Alright, okay. Okay. How much more money do I have left? 13. Is that enough for a wheel? No. How much are these wheels? 100! Alright, we're not going to use those then. We're going to use these guys. I'm going to shove that on there like that. And then this on here like this. And if I twist it... Oh, no. I need to just twist this guy. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, as far as stabilizers go, that seems pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and spawn it in now. And see what happens. Okay, we're resting on the front one a bit, but that's fine. I think that's okay. Yeah. I think that is a-okay. I think the drag of this is too bad, though. I do. I feel like the drag of these wings actually sucks. Like, really badly. Alright, well, that is what it is. So let's go ahead and attempt a landing in this thing. And hopefully we can land it upright, so that we actually have a proper working VTOL in the first video. Oh, so close, so close. Here we are, guys. Here we are. Let's go ahead and pitch back a little bit. Introduce a little bit more thrust. There we go, we landed. I think that's fine. It's an absolutely bizarre design, but we can actually carry a decent amount of cargo now. 55 cargo to be exact. And I think that's pretty cool. I think once we can upgrade this thing, once we get more money, once we get more scrap, we can actually research things and just have a really good time. I think I'm actually really excited for this playthrough. I think there's some designs that will be, well, really awesome, actually. Anyway, for now, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed whatever the heck this was. And if you guys want to see these videos early, then become a member. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.